Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is the game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play by email match against Deaniks. He's a Japanese player, and for me it is the Allied side. Now it is already the 20th December 41 turn, and more Philippine bases will switch owner soon and later. So this is unloading at Rabaul. The Japanese are finally here, and I still try to get cargo ships from Hong Kong with supplies loaded to Wenzhou, but I guess this is the last possibility. And my cargo ship trying to transfer a base force out of Malaya is no more. Good, but the submarine was forced to dive, so I was able to protect my cargo ships. And here's the next Japanese invasion. And yeah, of course there's still some Japanese submarines around Pearl Harbor. I try to let them consume their torpedoes. And here is my cargo convoy, trying to reach Philippines, running into the enemy carrier fleet. Oh, okay. So the carriers are back. Of course my cargo convoy is trying to escape. But if you can see already now my cargo task force is of course next to an enemy carrier, and this is not so good. But only light cargo ships. Good sweeping, Hong Kong, nothing new. Attacking here my PT boats on guard, trying to maybe intercept something, come nearby or something like this, and also lure enemy navy attacks. Strong sweep still over Clarkfield, and Betty's out of Mindanao, I guess. Could be also Puerto Princesa, but no hit so far. And my cargo ships was, I think, forced to go south, so they're coming too close to Taiwan, and lost. It's okay. Daily air raids on Hong Kong airfield. And my base force is also still trying to escape here. So far, no airstrike from the carriers. Surprise, surprise. Sweeping Georgetown, and okay. So far, my convoy was lucky. And this is second cargo ship. This is, I think, the HG. But I use them like normal cargo ships. And I have also some low point ships here at Georgetown. And one more is lost. This is maybe out of Vietnam somewhere. The Lily is coming low and they're dropping 100 kilogram bombs. This is of course enough to sink here my light cargo ships. So the carrier was not attacking. That was good. But the land-based bombers were still in range. Barely in range. Good. And the air raid on junction. But not enough damage to really stop the fort building there. You, my poor cargo. And I sent my submarine here into the hex more or less to get a better feeling what maybe is here. I know there's a battleship. So early on I don't really fear the Japanese anti-submarine equipment too much. But this will soon change. And then shallow water is always dangerous. Good. Some tank units moving north, taking all these bases. And the next attack on Hong Kong. And today it is over.
Orphans of the Pacific. This is your favorite enemy, Orphan Anne, at Radio Tokyo, with music to lift your spirits and words to depress your morale. But first, Imperial General Headquarters announced today that the ever-victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Hong Kong.
So finally all units are destroyed. There's really no other outcome. This was only a question how long I can take or hold the city. And that was okay. 2 weeks nearly. That is a late day to capture Hong Kong, I would say. Same like Rabaul. There was nearly nothing left. So only some motorized support was left in the base. Getting destroyed. And my unit is out of the hex. Okay. And this is only some support stuff. Thai units taking near Victoria Point, where I was trying to get my base force out. And I was able to get roughly 2/3 of the equipment off the base, but the second attempt to load the rest of the equipment was failed. And last turn there was a Navy strike, so now the ship was sunk and the base lost. Anyway, so see you soon again. So there was not too much air action, at least no dogfight and something like this, so both sides lost their only operational losses. My flag at Hong Kong was not able to really down something, maybe, I don't know. But it's then only a recon and a medium bomber lost for Japan, and for the Allies it's a Lodestar, so a cargo plane, and Catalina. Navy search. And out of these two aircraft, both pilots are lost by, I think, crash landing. Ships wise, I lost again a lot of smaller cargo ships. Okay, I don't really care too much. And overall in Hawaii, I think nothing new here. Still the same day. I repair for battleships slowly, but I can, even if I finish the repair, I must wait at least for the January upgrade. And some others maybe need a June upgrade. It's a lot. I mean, if the battleship was a cruiser, have radar, surface air radar, I would say is enough, can go out and fight. Without radar, I would not try it. Not with a much better skilled Navy skills for the Japanese Navy. Good, but not much more here. I think most of the submarines are maybe already no more here. I move stuff around. I try to resupply Johnston Island and Midway in all the forward bases. Put everywhere Catalinas to get the early warning, so that I can now run from California, Los Angeles directly to Pago Pago, and from Pago Pago to Sydney. So nearly the fastest route to supply and reinforce Australia. And America itself, nothing here to talk. I only rebase a lot of aircraft around, build up some bases, try to build up the core bases of Alaska first, and later also Dutch Harbor and Eddock Island. But I really see no enemy here. Tahiti I don't care because it's a backup base and I only built it very slowly. Much more important is normally Pago Pago Suva. And I also try to build up Canton Island because it would help me if I could fly aircraft directly from over Pearl Harbor to Suva and then to Australia without cargo. Cargo is always danger or in danger to be attacked by submarines or something like this. So also here all these ships south of Nomaya, no detection. So no enemy is here, but the Japanese took this small island. So I guess here's a forward Navy search base, but it is really at the edge of the Japanese long-range search. So, and normally it's very unlucky and unlikely that the Japanese can detect this shipping from this base. Possible, but unlikely. So the Japanese took Rabaul, nothing crazy. My unit got kicked out. Some motorized support is here, but these are the trucks. Here's APs and other equipment. What I can try is I sent my carriers already in the direction. I will try to close the distance maybe, and then I can maybe full speed in, but I must be careful because I know only where's one carrier division of the Japanese, two other carrier division can be everywhere. And this is only a single carrier Lexington, fully loaded with aircraft, but the equipment is still shitty and not very well. So I have only Buffalo fighters. But and also only Dauntless 1. We had no time to really change them. I try still to fill up my pool. So I have already 66 Dauntless 3 and Dauntless 2. The first edition is simply, you can carry the 1000 pound bomb, but only on a distance of 4. That is a little short. And yeah. So I have a lot of aircraft, but first many of them are still under repair, maintenance, and most of the pilots are also not so well. And I have only Buffalo, so that is nothing very powerful against the Zero. I also will have a cruiser division. I have here 3 heavy and 4 light cruisers plus the destroyers. They will try to link up with the carriers, so if I maybe get 1 or 2 bomb hits on the ships and slow down, then my surface task force can try to finish them off. But only if I know there's no enemy carrier division here. If there's carriers, I really don't want to come too close. Too early, too risky. I have here some, these are transportation. I have here also Navy search, but I had to rest them. There was simply fatigue. And I was not in range with my carriers. So now next turn I will start my Navy search again and get my carriers in position, and then I will make a decision if I push forward or better retreat. Good, nothing more here. So there is at least the start of action. Dutch East Indies looks still fine, I would say. Nothing changed here. No movement of the Japanese. The Japanese will maybe come close and trying to take this base. Here's jungle rough terrain, so I have here also some supplies. So I try my best to dig in with the little what I have. And the rest of my forces in Mindanao is all on the mountain. And I also try to dig in here. It's a mountain, so triple defense 6. The airfield of Clarkfield is nearly repaired, so I can maybe soon start with the fort building if there's no new airstrike coming. The base of Manila is fully correct and fine, so I can already build here the fort. And yeah, at the same time, I forgot. I still have here 3 submarines in the shipyard. I built up the shipyard again because I have the supplies here. And I try to finish these 3 submarines if possible. And then I have 3 more fleet submarines nearby. That would be nice. Nothing else. So I find this enemy carrier fleet. It is roughly 13 hexes away. So if you guess that he will go 9 hexes. Next turn he can be more like here. Yeah, 9 is normal speed. So Palmbang would be not in range. So maybe it is time for my carrier or my surface fleet to leave Singapore. Maybe he get a detection because there's a high detection here on the base Singapore. Maybe he saw that my battleships are here and maybe it's time to better leave here. So I will try to go to Batavia where we have maybe better air support. Let's say this. And I can use my Dutch submarines there everywhere to maybe get a lucky hit on 1 or 2 of these ships, and then I can also try something else. But I need normally first my submarines to do something. Yeah. And nothing else really. China is Hong Kong fall. Okay. No real surprise for me. Here's a little movement in the center, but no one is really attacking here. It's also double terrain, and I think it's a little dangerous for me to attack. Especially because I have here overstacking, so far too many troops. I must call some back. And I still hold here the front line. I build up, if possible, here's a fort level to level 4, and then I would try to hold it. But, yeah, I see here some Japanese movement around, but they are not so strong that I really care them up to now. I also try to hold this dot base, because here is a lot of light industry. The resources cannot produce, but the light industry can normally produce. And I also produce here 40 additional supplies, so this base can maybe more or less supply its own troops. And every day I get here more units active back and try to dig in at the same time. Because it's also triple defense with 3 forts. That is good. And I call in, of course, all the Chinese, Russian Air Force back to Sichuan that I train here my pilots. But not more to talk. What I was able? No, still not. I cannot still up. I need 1 more day to train here my pilot because the last airframe is still under repair. So tomorrow I can maybe fly to Calcutta and then upgrade my air wing. So that was all. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.